Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Look who we've got in here. So we've got Christine, we've got Lauren, we've got Loretta, we've got Marsha. Hello to you, Barbara. Hello to you, Kate. We've got Peg. Peggy, how you doing? We've got Jan. Jan, have I said that correctly? We've got Michelle. We've got Michelle. Two Michelles. Okay, we've got Rebecca. We've got Sandy. Oh, I'm running out of breath. Okay, Michelle, Steph. Oh, okay. Hello to everyone. Firstly, I want to say a massive, ginormous, humongous thank you to each and every one of you that's in this Zoom room right now, and also to everybody that is watching the replay. So today, we are here for a book launch, but not just any book launch. You know what? I'm going to say that this is a party. This is a celebration. We have Maureen Boyle, who is releasing today her debut book, and it's called Big Pillar Energy. So what I'm going to need from each and every one of you, I'm going to need some big pillar energy. And I know what some of you are thinking, Ray, what is big pillar energy? So I'm going to get Maureen to explain what that is. And for those of you that don't know me, which is probably most of you, my name's Dre. Normally I introduce myself as Dr. Dre, but without the doctor. So if you're born 80s and above, you'll understand that. So I might have a bit of a funny accent. So born in England, used to live in Australia. You sound like you're from London. Good day, mate. And living in Vietnam. So can we do this? I just want to, everyone can see me. Can everyone see me? Yeah. All right, can everyone hear me? Obviously, sorry, hear me. Can everyone hear me? All right, can you let me know in the chat screen where you are tuning in from and what time is it? And then what I'm going to do, we're going to go through some Zoom etiquette as well. All right, so we've got Christine from the Philippines. All right, we've got Jay from Huntsville. We've got Dana from, oh, okay, the chat screen's going crazy. It's going crazy. Oh, okay, all right. All right, we've got Dana from Denver, 5 p.m. Christine, 8 a.m. Philadelphia, 7 p.m. Moulton, 7 p.m. That's Kate, Julie, Jersey. Virginia Beach from Michelle, Jeanne, Rhode Island, 702. All right, oh man, okay, too many people. Just want to say thank you. All right, so some Zoom etiquette, because we've only got about an hour today. Is it okay? We might go over. Would that be okay with everyone? No? Okay, I'm gonna. Is that okay? Oh, okay, thank you. We might go a little bit over. And this is for all of us. So if anyone has any questions, any queries, anything that they'd love to ask Maureen or maybe comment and share, you can put your hand up or you can put it in the chat screen, and either myself or Matita, give us a wave. Okay, that's Matita in the background. So she'll be asking a few questions later. And does everybody have some water or liquids? Yeah, okay, make sure that you keep hydrated. And if in the case of a fire, either use that water to put it out or just run out of your house as fast as you can. The most important thing is if you do spill your liquids or your water on your lap, make sure that you're wearing pants, because we don't want to see you stand up and then nobody wants to see that. So will you promise me that everybody's wearing pants, yeah? Okay, that's the Zoom etiquette. And also, because we're here to celebrate Maureen as well, if you can keep your cameras on, make sure that you're not naked or driving a car, then that would be awesome. All right, does everyone agree? Yeah, everyone say awesome, awesome. All right, what we're gonna do before yes, I love that. All right, and before we introduce Maureen, we're gonna play a little game. When I say it, if this sounds crazy, everybody just give me a face like, oh, that's crazy. All right, so what we're gonna do, this is the crazy part, we're gonna do a running race. What was that crazy face? I know what some of you are thinking. Oh, look at those crazy faces. All right, and I know what some of you are thinking, Dre, how are we gonna do a running race? We're gonna do a running race. We've got any swimmers in the house? Got any swimmers? Okay, I can't swim very well. Oh, look at Peggy. Peggy can swim.
Oh my God.
And we're also going to do a bike. So I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. So when I say on your marks, get set, go, then for about 10 seconds, we're going to run. The secret is you can either sit down, keep your feet on the floor, and just move your arms as fast as you can. There's going to be a prize for the winner. When I say switch, I want you to, what's that one called? So you got is that the breaststroke or the doggy paddle, or if you wanted to do the backstroke? So the prize is, we're going to do a top 3. So whoever's the 3 quickest are going to win a prize. And then when I say switch again, we're going to finish with the bike. Okay, I just want to check in with everybody. Is that clear as mud? Or you give me those crazy faces.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense. Yes. All right, we're all in it. All right, Maureen, can I get you? Oh, okay. All right, we have 104 people at the moment on Zoom, which is frigging amazing. I'm not going to be able to see everybody. If you're not too familiar with Zoom, what you can do, if you go to the top right where it says view, you can put it into speaker mode. But if you want to see how ridiculous that everybody else looks when we're doing the race, you can put it into gallery view as well, and you can see everyone. There's about 3 different screens. So Maureen, what I might need you to do, and I might get Tita and Jay to help you as well, cover all 3 screens. All right, are we ready? All right, there's 2 more people in the waiting room. We're going to let them in, and they're going to think that we are absolutely crazy.
There's everybody.
All right, so welcome to everybody that's joined in late. I'm just going to repeat it, and then we're going to get into the action. So what we're about to do, we're going to give away 3 prizes. So I'm just going to put you on mute. All right, yeah, so we're going to give away 3 prizes. So when I say on your marks, get set, go, for about 10 seconds, we're going to move our arms as fast as we can so it looks like we're running. Then I'm going to say switch. We're going to switch, and then we're going to do this. We're going to swim, then I'm going to say switch, and then we finish with the bike. So I think you call that a triathlon. All righty, here we go. Well, look at everyone warming up. All right, make sure you do stretches. On your marks, get set. No. Peggy, watching you. Peggy, I can see, no cheating. All right, on your marks, get set, go. Switch. Switch. Finish on the bike. Okay, that's it. Is anyone else out of breath, or is it just me? Okay, just me. I think you guys are all really fit. So, Maureen, actually, can we do this? I'm going to get, the reason that we are here today is because of the marvelous, the magnificent Maureen Boyle, who is releasing Big Pillar Energy today. And I'm going to share with you. So our goal was to support Maureen today to get to #1 bestseller. And I might get Maureen to share what's just happened before we got onto this Zoom. And we would love all of you to support. Does everyone agree to support Maureen today? Yeah, that's why we're all here. So Matita or Christine, if I could get you to spotlight myself and Maureen. So Maureen is a coach, is a speaker, is a counselor. And from knowing like Maureen, I'm out of breath. For a short while, she, from what I can see, she is an inspiration. She's someone that's very motivating.
You can spotlight 3 too. You can spotlight 2 people.
Yes, thank you.
There we go.
There we go. Really inspiring, really motivating, and I'm just so happy and excited for you, Maureen, today. So can we give it up for the marvelous, the magnificent, the super sensational Maureen?
Oh, wow.
Don't you know pump it up? You got to pump it up. Don't you know pump it up?
Hey, Maureen, so for those for the people that are in the Zoom room that don't know you, do you want to tell us who you are and what you do, but also what happened, the news that you heard before we jumped onto Zoom? And for everybody, if you could put yourselves on mute as well, that would be amazing. All right, Maureen. Yeah.
Hi, guys. I cannot see everybody, but I hear you, Aunt Peg. I know you're out there. And my money's on you that you won the race. But I am, gosh, where do I start? I'm a counselor. I'm a school counselor. I am a personal development coach, a mom, a wife, for 21 years. What's up, Greg? He's traveling. He's out there somewhere. What else? And now an author, which is crazy. And now a best-selling author. I just found out tonight before we got on the call that we actually did make the bestseller list. So nobody listened. Nobody waited till 7. You guys all bought the book on your own, and it already hit the bestseller list, which is crazy. I'm blown away. So thank you so much for all the support. I don't even have the words.
All right, let's give it up for the marvelous and magnificent Maureen. How huge is that?
Oh my God, this is too much.
All right, so massive congratulations. Maureen, who were your top 3? So you said Peggy, so Peggy's a winner. Congratulations to you. And who else did you have?
All right, I saw Barb Andrew on there running, and I couldn't see a lot of people, but I'm thinking 𝗷𝗄𝗆 probably went in hard on it if I know him well.
Okay, welcome to you, or congratulations to you, super legends. Alrighty. All right, Maureen. All right, let's get into it. So if anybody has any questions or anything that they would like to share, please do. And I just want to say this, that there's about 85% of people that dream of writing a book. Only about 15%, so that's 1/5, actually start. Out of those 15%, 3% actually finish. But there's only about 1% of people that actually become a #1 best-selling author. And on Amazon, there's 11,000 books that are released every single day. So that is phenomenal. So what we're going to do in a minute, I'm going to ask Maureen about the book, where the inspiration, the motivation came from. Then we're going to drop the link for those of you that have come in late or are watching the replay. We're going to drop the link in the comments and also the chat screen, so you can purchase the book. And so if you can see this. All right, so the link, come to this page, Big Pillar Energy. We're going to find out more about the book at the moment, and then you can purchase the book. So wherever you are located, if you're in the US, just click on the US. You can buy a physical copy of the book, and we could even go one better and get a ebook or Kindle version, and that will count for 2 sales, and that will keep Maureen at the top of the Amazon rankings as well. Does that sound amazing, or does that sound amazing? It sounds amazing? Yeah. All right. I love that. So, Maureen, do you want to tell us about the motivation for the book and, you know, how that all came about?
Sure. So I have tried to write this book for, well, my son's 17, so at least 17 years. I started writing when he was an infant. I knew I wanted to write a book because I was obsessed with the self-help section in Barnes & Noble from a young age, because it was like a lifeline for me. I feel like times that I struggled, finding other people's words and experiences and just feeling like I wasn't alone, just gave me motivation and hope. And it's just always been a dream on my heart that like one day I would be on the other side of the page offering advice to someone else that was struggling. And I attempted a bunch of different times and it would just not work. It was like I would get a couple chapters and then I would judge it and I would edit it and then I'd stop. And then more recently, I had a situation come up where I was feeling like the pillars in my life kept crashing. And I've said this before, and a lot of people on this call know that my life has had a series of losses throughout, the big ones being my brother overdosing. Years later, my dad died of cancer. And it just kind of felt like every time I would get steady, some big thing would come in and sort of just bring everything to the ground. And the most recent one, I was saying to Greg, you know, the pillars just keep falling, the pillars keep falling. And I felt so lost. And I was like looking for the next thing that I could build, or who do I lean on, or where do I find my strength? And I had this, I swear it was like an out of body experience where I was outside and I heard this little voice that was like, you are the pillar. And it probably sounds crazy, but I was like, literally like, oh my God, yeah, I'm the pillar. I'm the one that has gotten through all these situations. And, you know, everybody is the pillar. Obviously, it's not, I'm not special. We're all the pillar of our own lives, but I don't think we realize it. And I feel like so often we outsource our power and outsource our worth, and we look to other people and external things to validate us. And when I had that realization, it was a 180 in how I thought about myself and my life and my problems. And so once that clicked, it was like the words just flew out. So after literally 10 years of like painstakingly trying, you know, to the point where even Greg was like, why do you want to do this? This is so painful for you. Like, it doesn't even seem like you like it. And I didn't, but something in me knew that this had to come out, and now it's here.
Awesome. Maureen, yeah, thank you so much for sharing. If anybody else has some questions, you know, please raise your hand or put it in the chat screen. I've got one more question for you. So Maureen, I remember when we spoke a few weeks ago and you mentioned that you used big pillar energy to help you get through the book. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure. So yeah, I'm writing all about strength and empowerment and finding your power. And of course, all throughout, this was such a new, painstaking process that there were so many times where I wanted to just be like, I can't do this, or give up, or even things like this right now where I'm so far out of my comfort zone. But it's like, I just ground back into what I call the pillar practices, which are awareness, acceptance, attitude, authenticity, and agency. Probably the biggest one for me is acceptance, self-acceptance, and just trying to let myself not be perfect, and be authentic. So those practices I kept coming back to and sort of pushing myself to stay in the discomfort. So, you know, another thing I talk about a lot in the book is your small self, kind of the part of us that was programmed maybe by our parents or society or just beliefs in general that made us feel like we have to stay small, or we can't shine, or we can't have a misstep. And so I just kept finding myself like, oh, I slipped into my small self. How do I get out of it? And so I will say, yeah, the principles in the book, I think they work, because here I am, and this is like a dream come true. It honestly feels so surreal. So hopefully they'll help
cool
too, for everybody out there.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. So somebody called the fire brigade because Maureen is on fire this evening, morning, afternoon. And all right, so I'm going to pass over to Matita in a second. I'm just going to read this message from Ali. As someone who has struggled with anxiety and perfectionism for as long as I can remember, I want to thank you in advance for working tirelessly on your book because I'm certain you will help many people. And I echo that.
Thanks, Ali.
Maureen, there is so much love coming from the chat screen and the reactions at the moment. So we all thank you. And to everybody that is watching the replay, you should have been here. You should have been here. However, there's still opportunities to win gifts and prizes. All right, let's get Matita up. Matita, do you have a few questions or comments for Maureen?
Yeah, I mean, I have been the whole process. I have seen you writing, so I would love to know what is your favorite parts in this book that you want to share to the readers.
Oh, funny you should ask. I have a copy right here. Okay. So this part says, this is a safe space. For all intents and purposes, I'd like to think of myself as your coach through this process. You can trust that I will hold you in the same respect, care, and non-judgmental presence as I would a student, client, or friend in need. One of the greatest and truly sacred privileges of my line of work is that clients allow me into the most intimate parts of their lives. They loosen their armor and reveal what lies behind the mask they wear to survive in the world. They let me in on their biggest shortcomings, their greatest strengths, and their perceived fears and innermost desires. They confess their secrets along with the shame that often accompanies them. They allow their emotions to linger longer than they might elsewhere, sometimes causing them to come completely undone. It's not always pretty, but it is raw and real, and that makes it beautiful. And do you know what I've seen over and over again while they're busy telling me about what's wrong with them? Their light, their strength, their big pillar energy, even when they can't see it themselves, especially then. This process we're beginning together, it's not about fixing you, it's about revealing you, the real you, beneath the noise, the pressure, the pain. It's about peeling back the layers of programming, perfectionism, and protection. It's about uncovering the truth that's always been within you. You are whole, you are worthy, you are enough. This isn't about becoming someone else. It's not about becoming someone else. It's about returning to yourself. Because the truth is, you will never truly love your life until you learn to love yourself. That's my favorite part.
That's like my drop over there. It's like so amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And you know, like it's so hard to face your own self or rediscover it again. So for someone who already like, okay, I'm aware that already that I am the pillar, what is the first thing you suggest them to start?
Oh boy, for them, realizing that they're the pillar, just knowing that you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to be happy and strong all the time either. That's not what being the pillar is about. Being the pillar is embracing it all, like really letting yourself know that you get to be moody and annoyed and scared and jealous, and all the feelings that you have, they all belong. And I feel like, especially I know this to be true for myself, the more I embrace all those parts and let them be there, I realize they're just a part. They're not the whole thing. And I think it's so easy for us to get caught up in labels and momentary experiences and say, that's who I am. And it's just a piece. And, you know, the world is crazy right now. It is unlike it's ever been before. There's so much going on. And I think it makes people feel undone. And I think it makes them feel lost. And being the pillar is just knowing that like you don't need to wait for the world to get softer or to change, that you can ground so deeply in yourself that you create the change from the inside out. And it doesn't have to be the other way around. You don't have to wait. So there's a lot more on it in the book, but that would be my suggestion to start.
Amazing. You create the change from inside out, everyone. So if anyone agree with that, comment below in the chat. All right, I pass over back to Dre.
Well, thank you, Matita. Appreciate you as well. I was just, as you guys were speaking, I was just reading some of the comments, which I'll read out. And do you know what? After I read out some of the comments in the chat screen, I'm going to open it up to all of you super legends that are here. So if you have any particular questions, or if there's anything that you want to know from Maureen, or because it's just so, it's a difficult thing to actually, you know, have an idea or something or a subject that you want to write about or share your story with all those emotions that come up, and then actually follow it through. So if anyone's got any questions regarding that. So Janine says, absolutely. Alexis, agree 100%. Love this, Maureen. Jennifer Brown says, beautifully said. Christine's dropped the link in. So if anybody has come in late, there is the link that you can purchase a physical copy of the book. And also, as a bonus, you can grab the ebook version for $1, just under $1. Asha's got the stars. Tegan says, agree. Michelle, can't wait to read this. Oh, Michelle, you have just reminded me. So for everybody that has purchased the book already, once you start to read it or once you finish it, and if you could finish it as soon as possible, would that be okay if everyone picks up the book, reads it as soon as possible? And then what would really help Maureen out is if you could go onto Amazon and also write a review of the book. 5 stars would be amazing. And then that will help Maureen to stay at #1, hopefully all across the world for as long as possible. We got some agreement? We've got some agreement? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, awesome. So I can't wait to read this from Michelle. Alyssa says, you are an inspiration. Moi. Maggie says, yes. June says 100%. Christine, oh, she's given the high 10. Just read that one. Agree. And there was one that I noticed here. So Chris, is it Wenger? Chris says, Dad
Chris Wenger, yeah, that's my brother. Hi,
yeah,
Chris.
He said, Dad would be so proud. Yeah, right now. I love that. All right, come on. I'm going to open it up to the floor. Who's got any
I
questions?
asked a question that you missed. My
oh,
question
sorry, Peggy.
is,
all right, bringing you up.
Maureen, did you feel a lot of loss after you completed the book?
No, not after I completed it. I didn't. I felt loss during writing it, like going through some of the loss. But it was so cathartic. It was so cathartic. The only thing loss-wise I have felt now is missing my people, like especially right now, my dad. He would have bought all the copies. No one else would have gotten one because he would have bought them all. So I miss him and I miss Pete, and I know they would be proud. But I've had so many signs from them today. It's been wild. So I very much feel like they're with me. It's been off the charts from both.
All right, you got to tell us what some of the signs were today.
Okay, so for Pete, the number that I see for him is 23. And for my dad, his favorite number was 32. And I've just been seeing 23s and 32s all over the place. But the other crazy thing that happened is I was looking for a song to put on just tonight to like pump me up. And the song that I went to put in, I misspelled. And I came up with a different song, and it was called Step Into Your Power. And it was literally like the most perfect song was like, this is your hour, step into your power. I mean, it was like word for word. And I feel like Pete has always communicated to me with songs. So it very much felt like him. So yeah, it's been so cool, the whole thing. This is wild. I feel like I'm in a dream right now. It's just honestly doesn't feel like real life.
Very exciting.
All right, thank you, Peggy. All right, who is up next? Who's got a question for Maureen? Oh, can I see some hands? All right, put it in the chat screen and put your hand up, or I will ask another question. All right, while you guys are deciding, is everyone a bit shy? You guys are not shy, because I saw you do the race. I saw you do all of this. There's no shy people in here. I was watching. All right, Maureen, can you, for anybody that maybe wants to share their story or their message, and it might be a bit too difficult, can you maybe give any advice or guidance on, how people can take that first step?
The first step with big pillar energy, you mean?
Yeah, sorry, for people, because many people dream, about
writing a book or doing, yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a couple people actually say to me recently, like, oh, I always wanted to write a book. And my advice would be, do it. Absolutely do it. And I don't want to say it's easier than you think, because it's not easy, but it's so much more doable than you think. And I think when things started finally working for me is when I gave myself permission to write a shitty first draft. I got that advice, I don't know, maybe from my sister Kelly. Let yourself write a shitty first draft, almost like that's your mission. Like your first draft should be total crap that you would never want anyone to see. And once I took the pressure off, then it was like I could just let creativity happen instead of the backtracking and the perfectionism and this isn't good enough. But I would highly recommend you guys Permission to Flourish, because, and I've told a couple people this, not only, and they're not asking me to make this plug, but not only were you guys like a reasonable price point based on everything else I researched, but like the hand holding and the like soup to nuts cover, editing, publishing, like it's all there. So if anyone truly did want to do this, you would have so much support if you used them, or whatever it is that you're dreaming of that you want to do, whether it's a book or something different. Life is short, and you're not winning any contest by staying small and keeping people happy. Just do what your heart wants to do, and don't be afraid to fail at it. That would be my advice.
Maureen, thank you so much for the beautiful and kind words, and we've loved working with you and also getting to this point. And I think you might have to be a record for us, actually being a best-selling author before the book has even launched, so which is absolutely phenomenal. And I can see Ali on the top left of my corner. Ali, welcome to the stage. And
Ali,
hi. First of all, Maureen, you're absolutely crushing it. I expected nothing less, but to hear you say that this is not your comfort zone and to see how well you're doing, I want you to know you now have excelled at something that should be very comfortable for you. So for my 30 seconds in the notes, I mentioned that your book was supposed to launch today because I needed it today. A year ago today was when I lost a friend, and I don't believe in accidents. And this is absolutely what I needed. I've spent the last year grieving with my family, with my friends, and truly, it's been a hard year because I have often, between anxiety and perfectionism, looked at myself to try to fix everything and not looked out at others for help. So the good news is, with therapy and with just lots of things that have come into my life in this last year, I'm now starting that and I'm big into dates, that year mark of okay, I've
Oh.
grieved every season. I've grieved in every way because this friendship was important to me and it was a big part of my life and my family. It's affected my, how I see things with my family members or my husband or my kids and lots of different ways. So there is no accident in life. And I knew that
Oh.
this was supposed to be today. And it really means something to me because I'm turning a page both metaphorically and physically.
Oh, Allie.
And this is going to be a new chapter. So I can't wait to put into practice what you have been able to share with friends throughout life, but really to help me get through this because I could use your wisdom.
Oh.
So thank you.
I love you. Thank you.
Ali, yeah, thank you so much. We're going to go to Kate in a second. I'm just going to take Ali off this screen. There we go. Oh man, I could feel that. That was emotional.
I know.
Anyone almost tear up or just me? Okay,
Well,
maybe just me. Me and Maureen.
I just have to say, when she said she's into dates, I thought she was into dating. And then the more she spoke, the more I realized what she meant.
All right, Kate, over to you.
Okay. Well, first I wanted to say thank you, Ali, for what you shared, because it reminded me, I shared your video about Shift, the tool, and someone I know who just lost her daughter, like in a few months ago. Actually, you know her too. But anyway, she wrote back to me and said this was perfect timing because she had been feeling overwhelmed. And so I wanted you to know you're already making an impact.
Oh.
And then I just want to tell you how proud I am.
Oh. This is my mom, everybody, if you didn't figure that part out already.
Very, very proud.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you, Kate. Oh, nice.
Okay, Dre, you can take the spotlight away.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Kate. Appreciate you. All righty. All right, any other questions, any other comments? And while you guys are thinking about your questions or things that you would like to share, what Maureen is going to do after this book launch, it might be a few days, maybe a day or two, is we're going to share that tool, so the shifting tool that Kate just mentioned. So everybody in this Zoom room will get a copy of that. And for everybody that's watching the replay, just put a message, either a reaction on the post or whatever platform that you're watching on, or put something on the comments and we'll get that sent to you as well. Alrighty.
I have one more question.
Oh, Peggy, go.
No, you're cut off. I'm kidding.
My question is, who in this Zoom room is now motivated to write a book?
Oh, I like that one.
You have to raise your hand.
Agreed, Tommy. I see.
It looks like Jen is. All right, we've got a few.
Oh, is that Jen Bransford, I hope?
Yeah,
can you see if it says Jen Bransford?
Or can someone check that for me?
Everybody on here that knows her would know that she's definitely got a book in her.
All right, that's exciting. Alrighty.
Do you guys know how to raise your hands?
Oh my God.
You, Peg? You writing a book, Peg?
Oh no, I just blab too much. But if you look on the reactions in the little heart shape at the bottom of your screen, you can put your hand up there if it
Oh my God. Someone please put your hand up.
I want to see who's writing a book.
Oh, there we go. All right, we've got Lauren, we've got Tegan. Oh, awesome.
Oh, Tegan, nice.
Woohoo! That's what I was hoping to hear.
Tegan, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but is there anything that you wanna say or share for Maureen? Maureen?
Oh, you're putting Tegan on the spot.
Not at the moment, not really.
Oh, come on, you have something you can say.
Not really, to be honest.
I have something I can share. I don't know if it was Jen Bransford that wrote that, but I do feel like she's linked to a story about the book. So I'll take everybody else off the hot spot so you don't have to ask questions. Jen was one of the first people that read my book. We worked together and I asked her to look it over because she's an excellent writer and a very good friend. And when she looked at it, the first chapter, she was like, oh yeah, it's good. She's like, do you want my honest feedback? And I was like, oh shit, no. But she pointed out to me that I glazed over my trauma. Like I kind of bulleted it and was just trying to be like, this happened and that happened. And then I went right into counselor mode. And she suggested that I just be really raw and, tell my real story. And I did. And that really changed the direction of the book. So I have to thank her. And I'm never going to get a Grammy or an Emmy. So I have people I need to thank. I don't know when that's appropriate to do, but can I do it now?
Do it now, Maureen. Yeah, yes, please. Yeah.
Well, first I want to thank everybody that's on here for supporting. What night is it? It's Tuesday. I know you all have lots of things to do. 𝗷𝗍, I appreciate you for sharing so honestly. That really touched me. I'm trying not to cry, so I didn't say too much. I have to thank anyone named Jen because Jens seem to be angels in my life. And you all know who you are, the Jens, and two other J's, Janie, they might as well be one person, Jane and Jeannie, early readers. And then I'm going to just go through my text group threads so I don't miss anybody. So we have Fam Squad, and then I'll add obviously my siblings, my parents, aunts, uncles, cousins, the Cherokee Chiefs. Love you girls so much. You are my pillars. The Wordle girls. I don't do Wordle, but thanks for letting me stay in your group chat. The Barkley bitches. Love you girls so much. Three Ring Circus. 3 peas in a pod. All right, I'll stop there. But thank you to everybody. I'm so grateful for all of you. Really appreciate your support so much.
Thank you so much, Maureen. Thank you once again to everybody that's in the Zoom room, everybody that is watching the replay.
Oh, wait, and Greg, obviously Greg and my kids. Love you guys so much. You're just a given. You're Fam Squad, so I got them covered. All right, never mind. Sorry.
No problem at all. All right, let's do this. I would love in the chat screen, Maureen, is it okay if we give away 5 prizes? So are you up for giving away some coaching sessions?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, so what we can do is to win one of these prizes in the chat screen, if you can put in the chat screen what your biggest takeaway has been so far from this session, or what you've learned from Maureen, and then I'll get Maureen to choose 5 people. All right.
You're gonna make me choose?
Yeah, we can get Matita to do it if you want it to be.
Yeah, I can't choose. I love them all.
Sorry, Matita, throwing you under the bus. All right, so we'll just wait a few seconds for a few more people, and then we'll get Matita. Sorry, Matita, you go.
While we are waiting, I saw Kelly ask a question. So Kelly asked, who were you picturing when you were writing this book, Maureen? A specific person, your past self, or a group of people?
Wow. That's a good question. Who was I picturing when I wrote the book? Ella, my daughter, was who was in my head most of the book, was just thinking of what I would want her to know. And also for sure thinking about the version of me that was 17 that needed these exact words. And then I had a few friends who were like early supporters, and I feel like I at times was writing directly to them, that when they would give me feedback or ask questions, then it was like I was writing for what they were going through. And a few of my clients, I had them in mind too. That was a good question.
That was a great question already. Right, so Matisse, I'm just going to read through the comments. So there's quite a few. Ali is saying that Aunt Peg tripped me in the running portion of the race. Ali, I think I saw that. I definitely saw that. Peggy, we're watching you, aren't you, Peg?
Oh.
Mary says, I am stronger than I think. Kate, that Maureen is an intelligent badass. I love that. June, step outside of small me. I think we all need to do that, June. Jade, you're beautiful inside and out. Feel so lucky for your friendship, your heart, and your words. That is beautifully said. Janine, quiet my negative chatter. Quiet my negative chatter and give myself permission to try. Yes, 100%. Val, the best P in the pod with a love heart. Erin, how important is it to truly be authentic because life is too short? Agree 100%. Jill, not even just from this session, Miss Ball has truly inspired and changed our lives. She has helped us through so much. Oh, that's beautiful. Matissa, I really don't know how you're going to choose from all these three.
These are very hard.
Yeah, all right. Helena, it's okay to be vulnerable. Yes, it is. Amy, I am. Oh, Amy, big pillar.
Wait,
energy.
we got to give one to whoever called me Miss Boyle. Definitely needs a win.
Okay, all right. So Miss Ball, that is one. And then we've got Ed. You don't have to make everyone happy, and I agree. Brooke, it may not be easy to write a book, but it's more doable than you think. Take action, just get started. Asha, do the thing, do it bad. It's about doing the thing, not the outcome. Oh, I love that, Asha. Donna, you can handle anything and being your own pillar. Yes. Ella, love heart. Peg, love heart. And that, look, oh, no, more beautiful. Write the crap. Emily says, write the crappy rough draft. Paul says, I've learned that this book was a much longer work than I had imagined. Good for you for sticking with it for so long. Yes, Paul, we agree with you. Maria says, Maureen is amazing and helped me realize that we're not alone in our feelings. And I admire her strength and wisdom in writing this book. Thank you so much. Jen, perseverance, I may just now write a book. You inspired me. Maureen, you have inspired so many people. Christine, I needed this. Thank you for inspiring me to rise above my loss and feel everything. Oh, Christine, I love that. Alyssa, the power to love and accept myself is already inside of me. Amen to that. Alexis, I always knew your inspirational posts would turn it into a book. All right, we've got Jill says, yay. Jane says, this has been hands down the most influential books I have read. That is powerful. I think I read each chapter a dozen times. You will lean on this book over and over again. In awe of you, my friend. Dion, proud to call
Lauren,
you
thank you.
Proud to call you my co-worker. More importantly, my friend. Congratulations, Ali. I am stronger than I think. Almost there. Ali says, I can't wait to love the version of me after reading your book. Amy says, you inspired me more. I'm getting out my sketchbook and journal now. Love you. Greg says, I'm so proud of you. I love you so much. Oh, is that the hubby? Is that Greg, the hubby?
Yeah, that's him.
Dre,
Right.
Dre, Jill has a question. Jill raised her hand.
Oh, Jill, sorry. You got a question? All right, we'll read the rest of the comments. All right.
No, we just wanted to say hi, and I'm so excited to read it. And I miss you.
I miss you too. Oh, I thought I was waving excitedly to you guys. You knew I was looking at you? Oh, good. I miss you too.
All right, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Jill. All right, I'll just read a couple more, and then we've got about 10 minutes left. So if anyone has anything else that they would like to like to share, we can do that. So Deanne, there are so many nuggets. I can't name just one. Maureen, you are a special human and have been a true light in so many lives. I cannot wait for the rest of the world to experience just a small piece of what we have all had the chance to experience. I thank you enough for all you have done to support me. That is absolutely
My gosh.
wonderful. And then Lauren says, Maureen has such great hair. Yes,
Thanks.
she does. And then Barbara says, we are so proud. What insight. Oh, Greg Senior. Jen, you've truly inspired me. I'm asking Santa for a laptop.
Yes.
I love that. On a laptop as well. Mike says you inspire your circle and beyond not to get stuck in the yuck. Do not get stuck in the yuck. Erica says, congratulations, Maureen. Can't wait to get my copy. You have inspired me. Michelle says, I am so happy for you. Julie, so proud of you. More, you deserve all the happiness in the world. You are glowing. Oh, almost there. Almost
Yeah,
there.
you know
Lauren,
I'm glowing because I'm having a hot flash, right? If we're being authentic, that's not glowing.
And then Lauren says, the ripple effect you will have on the world, Maureen, is amazing. Thank you for opening your heart and allowing others to do so in their authentic selves. One life, own it and live it. Barbara says, we all deserve the shift of big pillar energy. Love what matters. Karen says, your students are even luckier than I already knew they were. Sandy says, I need you to sign my bestseller. Yes, that's right. I love that, Sandy. And then Peg says, not a flash, a power surge. And then Kate
I
says,
like that.
A flash and power surge. All right. So Maureen, Shannon has said, when is the book signing? And Maureen, are you able to, so if anyone's got, you know, any particular like clubs or groups or communities, are you able to, you know, maybe go along and speak and maybe deliver some like presentations or seminars or some workshops? Are you able to do that for anyone that wants that?
I would love to. If anyone is doing a book club reading Big Pillar Energy, I would happily come and drink your wine and eat your cheese and say a few things.
I love that. And Jan says, I'm requesting one in RI Stat. I'm not sure if I said that correctly. So yes, all right, thank you, Maureen. Rhode Island, thank you. Yeah,
we'll travel.
Yes.
My book club is on Zoom.
Great, even better.
I love that. Maureen, what's the best way for people to get hold of you?
The best way. Big Pillar Energy on Instagram is a good way. I'm trying to build my followers. My kids are telling me it's my following's not looking great right now. So my website is 𝗁𝗚𝗍𝐿coaching.com. What else am I forgetting? That has everything. And if you go on the Big Pillar Energy Instagram page or Big Pillar Energy Facebook, all of my information is there.
Brilliant.
Or
Thank you,
email
Maureen.
hello@𝗁𝗚𝗍𝐿coaching.
Excellent, thank you. Alrighty, so we've only got a few minutes left. Any final questions? I'm going to do a countdown, and if there's no final questions, I'm going to pass over to Maureen for the final word. So if you have a question, any comments, anything that you'd like to share, this is your chance, or forever hold your peace. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2.8, 2.6, 2.5. I'm just kidding. 1.8, 1, 0.8, 0.5, 0.3. All right, we are done, diddly done. So before I pass over to Maureen, so from behalf of myself and the Permission to Flourish team, we just want to say a massive, ginormous, humongous, huge thank you to each and every one of you that are in the Zoom room, everybody that's watching the replay, but most importantly to you, Maureen, for giving us the opportunity to help you become a #1 bestseller as well. So we are just extremely grateful and super excited for you for now, but also for what's to come in the future. Actually, before I pass over to you for the final words, what have you got going on for next year? Do you have any like big plans, or what are you going to be working on?
I do. So there's another book in me. It's going to be, I don't know the title exactly, but probably Big Pillar Parenting. It was a book that I already started to write and kind of let go. But now that I got this one out, I feel like, you know, this is a good summer project. Having off in the summers is a nice little way to get these books out. So that's next.
Brilliant. Thank you. All right, Maureen, over to you for the final words. And once again, thank you, everybody.
Oh my gosh. Final words. This is a lot of pressure. I'll share another part of the book from my head. A quote that has always spoke to me is, and I'm hopefully going to get this right, but it's 𝗷𝗶𝘃, and it says, I wish that when you were alone and in darkness, that you could see the astonishing light of your soul, something to that effect. That quote is what lives in everything I do as a coach, a counselor, a mom. I want people to see their own light and to know that nothing could make you broken, and nothing can stop you from growing into who you're meant to be. I've spent a long time in my own life in the trenches of that, like feeling like something's wrong with me, or I'm not enough, or I'm not like them, whatever that version is. I know we all have some version of that. And that is what I wanted the book to be, is a message to everybody that reads it. Like, you're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. The only thing that I ever see wrong with any client or student or person that I love is shame. And I hope that this book will do a lot to erase any kind of shame, because that really is the only thing I've seen that gets in the way of people's light and big pillar energy. So that would be my final words. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. You're just figuring it out because you're just human. And, you know, we're all figuring it out. And those are my deep words of wisdom. And that's all I have, Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre, he's not a real doctor. Yeah, thank you, Maureen. What a perfect way to end. Christine has dropped Maureen's Instagram. So before you leave the Zoom room, click onto Instagram, connect with Maureen. If you have any questions, Maureen is going to be reaching out to each and every one of you very soon to be giving you your gifts and your prizes. Once again, thank you. I'm going to go because I'm going to start crying. You're going to start crying. Everyone's going to start crying. And once again, let's give it up for Maureen Boyle, who
Thanks, guys. Thank you, everybody, so much. I love you all. Thank you for the support.
Love you, honey.
Love you.
All right. Thank you, everyone. All right. Get out of here, you crazy kids. Are going to play some music, and then we're going to close this Zoom room down.